The woman only wanted to get back her mother's heirloom, but her husband's first love cruelly smashed it to pieces. The woman angrily stepped forward to confront her, but instead of protecting his wife, her husband stepped in and hit her. Even her hearing aid was knocked to the ground. That moment, she completely lost faith in her husband. 3 years earlier, their house had suddenly caught fire. Her husband had been lying on the floor, desperately calling for help. But because the smoke was too thick, the woman, who was deaf in both ears, never saw him. She turned around and helped a stranger escape instead. Seeing that, her husband mistakenly believed that she had intentionally abandoned him. Not long after, the woman had gone back into the burning house to save him. However, a burning piece of wood had fallen on her, knocking her unconscious. Meanwhile, her husband's first love had arrived and taken all the credit for saving him. From that day on, the man had started to hate his wife. Over the next 3 years, he had asked her for a divorce 100 times, because he knew that every single time she would cry and come back begging him to stay. After leaving the divorce office, he had his friend deliberately trip her. The woman had fallen heavily to the ground, and her leg had been covered in blood. Yet her husband had coldly said that it was all something she deserved. After saying that, he had turned around and walked away. Before leaving, he had even sped up his car on purpose, splashing dirty water from the roadside all over her. He had no idea that this time she would never come back. Soon after, the woman received a message and discovered that her husband's first love was wearing the heirloom her mother had left behind. She immediately dragged her injured leg to a club. There, she confronted the first love and asked why she had her bracelet. The woman casually replied that she had only said she liked it, and the man had given it to her. Her husband also said that it was nothing but a worthless piece of trash. Then, the first love told the woman to drink with her, promising that she would return the bracelet afterward. But the woman was severely allergic to alcohol. While she hesitated, her husband grabbed the drink and forced it into her mouth. Right after that, his first love threw the bracelet onto the floor and smashed it to pieces. The woman was completely heartbroken. She rushed forward to confront the first love, but her husband pushed her to the ground. He then picked up his first love, stepped on the woman's hearing aid, and walked away with her. On the day they were supposed to register their marriage again, the wife had dressed beautifully and arrived at the registration office. Her husband thought everything would go back to the way it was before, but then his first love called him and asked him to come over. Once again, he abandoned his wife and went to be with her. What he didn't know was that the papers his wife submitted that day were not for remarriage. They were the final divorce documents that would end their marriage forever. The woman packed up every trace of herself from their home. Then she left and went straight to the airport. Sitting in the car, she looked at the message her husband had sent telling her not to disturb him and his first love. Without hesitation, she threw her phone out the window. Meanwhile, her husband was still happily embracing his first love. It wasn't until the taxi